Hello, I'm Keely from Hooking Love, and this week's tutorial will be on the boxed block stitch. So if you don't know, I do a stitch video every week, so subscribe, follow along, and then each week it will pop up that I've done a video, but this one is for the boxed block stitch. I hope you enjoy it. Now, I have a 4mm hook and a double knit yarn to start this. Now, for the box block stitch, you will need to chain in multiples of 5. So each boxed block stitch is a multiple of 5, and then you will need an additional 3. So in order to do 4 sections, I'm going to do a chain of 20, and then I'm going to add my 3, so I'm going to do a chain of 23. So 2, so there we go. I've got a chain of 23 now, and what I will be doing is I will be going right along that chain. I'm going to miss the first one, and I'm going to do a full chain of US singles, UK doubles. Okay, so if you don't know how to do them, there is a tutorial for those on the my YouTube channel. So I will speed this up. Now here we go, we're going into that last chain. And that's what I'm left with. So for the first row, so this is going to be a 2-row repeat from now on. You're probably going to end up using this same stitch to finish at the end, but for now we're going to do a 2-row repeat. So this is going to be our first row repeat. So we're chaining 1, turning our work, and in the first stitch we're going to make a single crochet, and we are going to make another single crochet next to it. So we've got 2 single crochets. We are then going to chain 3, and we are going to skip 3. 1, 2, 3, and then in the fourth single crochet, sorry, we're going to make another single crochet and another. So again, we've got 2, so this is going to be our repeat. So 2 single crochets, chain 3, miss 3, 2 single crochets, chain 3, miss 3. So chain 3, miss 3, 2 single crochets. And chain 3, miss 3, and 2 single crochets. Chain 3, miss 3. So can you see now 1, 2, 3, and we're in the last 2. So we finish with 2 single crochets. So this is our first row proper, and we're going to now go on to our second row. Now, depending on whether you prefer it or not, you can either chain 3, and that is going to class as a US double or a UK treble. I prefer to do what's called a standing double or a standing treble in UK terms. So you can chain 3 and use that. I am going to turn, I'm going to do a standing US double, standing UK treble. So I like the look of it. I think it looks a lot neater and looks more like a stitch. So now I'm not doing anything in this second single crochet. I'm going to go straight into that chain space, and into that chain space I am making 5 US doubles which is the equivalent of 5 UK trebles. So if you are not familiar with those, again, those are on the site, but we're yarning over, we're going into the space, we're not going into the chains, going just into the space. We're drawing a loop through, we're yarning over, pulling through 2, and yarning over, pulling through 2. I'll do that again. So yarn over, into the space, draw a loop up, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. We're going to do that 5 times in total. I've done 3, so this is my 4th. Sorry, I've done 2, so I need to do 3. There we go. That's my 5th. So this is what I'm looking like. I'm doing nothing in these 2, okay? I'm going to go straight into the next chain space. I'm going to do another 5. I might even count them properly this time. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And once again, I'm going to go straight into the next space and do another 5. 1. Oh, yarn's a little tangled. Okay, I am back. Got my yarn untangled, at least for now. So I'm on my 2nd, 3rd, 4th, and 5th. Which leaves us with one more set of these to do on this particular section. Now this is going to be your right way round. So when we think about right side and wrong side, this is your right side of the work. Okay, now we're coming to this end and we are going to skip over that first single crochet and into the second one, which is the very last one. We're going to make a double crochet UK treble, and that is what we're looking like for now. So we're now going to repeat this second row. So this was the one where we had the chain spaces in. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to chain 1 and turn, and if you recall, I'm putting a single crochet in the top of that double and a single crochet in the top of the next double. Now that is, as we're going backwards, the first of this set of 5. I am then chaining 3, I am missing 3, which will take me to the last stitch in that set of 5, and I'm making 1 single in there, and I'm going into the next stitch and putting 1 single in there, and then chain 3, and again I'm missing 3, I'm going into the last in that set of 5 for 1 single, and then the next one a single, chain 3, miss 3, 2 singles, chain 3, I'm still missing 3, and then what I'm doing is I'm going into the top of the very last stitch. Now mine's that standing double crochet. If you have done a chain 3, remember you're going to go into the top of that chain 3. You're not going into the top of the first stitch that you've actually made. You're going into the top of the chain 3, otherwise you're going to start to lose some shape to it. So we will do one more round, row of the boxed stitch. So again, I'm not going to chain 3, I'm going to turn round and I'm going to do my stacked double, or my standing double crochet, stacked single crochet, sorry, and standing double crochet. Same thing, just different terminology sometimes we use. And again, 5 double crochets, UK trebles, into each of these chain 3 spaces. So I'll go right to the end again. Okay, so now we are making our last stitch in the last stitch, which is a US double UK treble. So that is 5 rows. So first row isn't part of our pattern, other than that it starts us off, and then we have row 2 and 3, which we then keep on repeating. So this was the larger piece that has 3 sets on, and you can see the difference in the size between the 2 different yarns and hook sizes that I use 5 for this one. And although this is a double knit, it's a slightly thicker double knit, as you can see. It's for me, it's one of those stitches that looks quite sort of vintagey, but is got a modern take to it. And I can see that being used very nicely as a blanket or a throw, and again, great for a scarf and a cowl. So, as ever, if you make it and enjoy doing so, I would love to see the results. My class really enjoyed this one, so hopefully you will too. Take care.